Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cup, 18 Pioneer, 19 Lion, Buffalo 18, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Right to the air from the 30 on the first play.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 60
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
You work all week on this opening script, and the entire idea, Mike, is to get off to a good start, establish some rhythm, both run and pass, and settle everybody in. Well, I think it's pretty safe to say that opening script plan has not gone according to plan.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. They'll throw out of the gun, and that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. They'll look to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They send him right out of the slot. Throwing now on 3rd and long. He finds Goodwin, and he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side. Here for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Jets 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. So that'll do it for a fast-moving 1st quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Let's go now. Check smash. Check smash.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Touchdown, New York. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Drive will start on the ground. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Nolan Smith makes the tackle. Second and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Here comes 3rd and 6. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
In motion, it's Waddle. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run it on the inside handoff. Big opening up the middle. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Dolphins. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Dolphins will level things out at 7 apiece. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one taken at the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw here is complete. Here's 2nd and 2. Putting the tight end in motion. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes,
he is in. Touchdown, Jets.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations. A lot easier to convert.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. To the air now on 1st and 10.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He's going to try it here again. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we have reached halftime with these two teams separated by a touchdown. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, for the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Off balance throw. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Now a handoff, running right. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
It's first down, and they'll run. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now this time, they'll look to throw. That's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Sending a receiver right. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll drop to throw. A toss. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. But he'll gather it back in. 17 yards, the gain there. And the Jets have a first down. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet. We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point, up and good. And the Jets will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. set to go now on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds Goodwin. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. A gain there of 21. First down, Miami.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and Let's also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
In motion, it's Waddle. They'll look to throw yet again. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That is caught, and he's going to take it into the end zone. It's a touchdown. There is a penalty marker down, but it looks like this one's going to hold up. On is Moody to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins draw closer here. It's 21-14. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Second down and 3.
60 nices, 60 nices. Hurt. 60 Eagles,
They'll stick with him again. Room to run past midfield. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Now a run on first down. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Motion man is Hyatt. Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running takes them down to the 9.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
Trust me, Mike, I've been there. You're this close to the goal line. You're thinking you're going to score, and it's going to be 6. You're fighting, you're clawing, but you can't.
No challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline. All second looks will come from replay, and I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call, and it is a big one. They are very fortunate to get another shot at it. It is 2nd down and goal. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to get this down to the 10-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to use the 1st of their timeouts. It'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. They'll run. He's going to get this down to the 8, but that is it. Defense holds him there, and they force 4th down. So now, a big spot coming here. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Slot receiver headed right. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Back to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Right back to the air following that pick 6. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
A gain of 15. And the Dolphins first down.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll throw it left and has his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Good awareness there on 3rd down. He's thinking there's nothing there, tuck it, and head for the sticks. He's able to get the 1st down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
Slot man in motion right. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. They face 2nd down and 7. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one